Yo, people, welcome back to the Fix. It's your boy Naro here with Ari and Javi plus 2, aka Biggs, aka Javi with the short here, has made a return. That's your whole name.
Oh, I thought you were gonna add something else.
No, there's nothing else to add. That's it. Is there more?
Beautiful.
No, you don't get that. You style me at the end of the podcast. This week, so it's alright.
But I care feelings.
A whole heap of feelings. Anyway, people, it's time for a quick fix. Javi, tell the people them what Quick Fix is all about now.
Definitely. It's time for Quik Fix, guys. And Quik Fix is a roundup of the news that we've missed in the week. So let's get started.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers from Jamaica. According to Evers, Vybz Kartel's legal team flew in a British expert who analyzed the cell phones and made the findings. According to Buchanan, the appeal to the Privy Council is seeking an overturn of the conviction so that the world boss can be free by next year. He added that a fresh evidence application is to be made in the coming weeks and the artist remains hopeful. Now, what do we make of this? Naro, go first.
Very interesting new developments. It would seem that based on this or these statements from Kartel's attorney, there seems to be some fresh hope for Gaza fans for the release, for the imminent release of Kartel. I would say just exercise some caution. I hate to be the Debbie Downer here. I hate to be. You know what I mean? But I would just say just exercise some caution. He may be saying these things, but we don't know if it's true or not. Like when him said that, you know, they have uncovered new evidence. We don't know if this new evidence is going to be accepted by the Privy Council, right? We don't know. There's several things that needs to take place for it to reach the point where Kartel is to be freed. So just hold the horses. I will say, I know I've been the person that fought on this platform and said that there's a difference between mishandling and tampering. If it's that they find actual evidence that there was tampering with the phones, I'll be the first to hold up my hand and say I was wrong. It's just based on my conversations with people in law enforcement, people in legal. This is what they're telling me, right? That it wasn't necessarily a case of tampering, it was just mishandling by the police. That is what was told to me. And that is what I formed based on my understanding of things that I hear surrounding the case. But if it's that the new evidence points towards, say, yo, some tampering really go on, kudos to Kartel's attorney and his whole legal team. This, it seemed like, has been the big smoking gun, no pun intended, in the case. And if it's that, you know, them uncover some new truths with this, then it could be a situation like with Bill Cosby, where a certain loophole can make him be freed within, you know, a year's time. So let us see. Just remain cautiously optimistic, though, fans. I just temper on the expectations. That's all I say.
Fair enough.
Well, you know, Mr. Buchanan seems very hopeful in his quest to get Kartel out of jail. Again, it begs several questions. It's just like, in what way was it tampered? Like, was it tampered? Was the phone tampered to put in evidence, to take out evidence?
That's what I'd like to know.
You know, so there's so many questions that you want to see answered, or you want answers to. But unfortunately, I don't know, it's gonna be some time before we do. So you're right, Nara. I agree to be I guess I get cautious, and you know, don't get your hopes up too high. But I guess this is good news for Kartel, and you know, giving him some sort of hope to bear out his stint a little longer, because maybe there's a chance of him coming out of prison. So you know, let's see what this new breaking the case unfolds.
It kind of funny because like it overshadowed the news of him upcoming album. I think more people care about this than the album. I think so.
Maybe.
I think more,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe that's the
But
case.
you know what I found? What I find weird personally? Mr. Buchanan seems to like the limelight. A lot. Like, you have it. wait until you present it to
Mhm.
the court. You know, like I would do that. Like I would be like,
the man say every step of the way, me I make the people them know what go
Uh-huh.
on.
I mean, which is,
In
I
making
mean,
some big bold claims. I see it her.
the thing is, it's just like not even like you make cartel people them aware. Cartel and cartel people them aware. Like the
Mhm.
fans don't really need to know until it's either a definite yay or nay.
Cause that's the thing, you know. That's why I
Because-
say be cautious, because say things don't go in their favor. He might make himself out to be the scapegoat, you know.
Mhm.
Because you appear on big bad Fox News and say, hey, no evidence that they might go free within a year. And if that don't happen now, you're gonna have angry cartel fans that tell him about him mother on Twitter.
I was just thinking that probably if I was cartel, I'd probably want my lawyer to be a little bit low key, like just work it out, and then when we do eventually get free, it's like you stupid ass.
Yeah, you chat
motherfucker."
all the shit you want.
You
Them
know,
time,
but
yeah, man. There's
like
a
you've
gross injustice
You've been trying
against
and trying
Vybz
and
Cartel, who's
trying.
innocent. I make
Yeah.
all the bold talk them.
And
You know what
you've
I
been
mean?
trying and like it's not working, and then it's just another thing to kind of be like, okay, let's see, But I think that I prefer my lawyer to be a little bit more, media shy. Don't really need to share everything. Just say, yeah man, good things, yeah man, we're working on it, but Cartel and Cartel's family should have all the information. Yeah, then break the case, then do this, do that. That's it.
I'm sure the
don't
people
see-
say I work as seriously. You know what I mean? And you can probably tease them a little, but it's like you must say, hey, new evidence, and I'm free within a year.
I know this for sure.
That's what enough people get out of Vybz say, because him kind of present it in that way.
So
You know what I mean?
let's see.
Like we say for real.
Just go on.
Free Shansta. Hashtag. Get that trending.
Oh gosh, moving on. According to Dancehall Mag, an associate of dancehall artist Sikka Rymes was killed yesterday in what some sources are saying is a reprisal killing. Unconfirmed reports are that Sikka Rymes and two of his friends had gone to Maypen to purchase a car. However, according to the reports, the car sale was a ruse orchestrated to lure Sikka Rymes and his associate to Clarendon, where they were ambushed by persons unknown. Police are reportedly questioning the DJ in relation to the incident, which they believe is a reprisal for a murder committed months before. The cops believe that the DJ has information that can assist their investigations, so he is being held for questioning. In December 2019, Jahvillani Sikka Rymes Chambers was hospitalized in critical condition after he was shot 3 times by unknown assailants. Wow, so thoughts?
I mean, did we mention it on the podcast that he good news for him that he was signed, or he's been signed to Off-White, and then this now come up and it's just like wait a minute, but this seems so shady. Like, you get shot 3 times and people are luring you for try and kill you allegedly. Then it begs the question, then is it something more deep, and is he involved in nefarious activities, criminal activities? And it's just like a whole
Seems like he's being targeted.
yeah. And it's like, is a case where you're being innocently like you're being targeted unfairly without any just cause? Are you involved in some shit where people are like, people are like two attempts on your life? So I hope that the police can get to the bottom of it. Maybe them can find out what's the issue.
We just have the wires.
Whatever. I
Yeah.
hope that the police can get to the situation and figure out what's happening, and for his own protection, because again, it's like 2 attempts on his life. That cannot be a good state to be in for wondering. I wonder who's gonna come at you, So I can only imagine his paranoia right now. So
As they bring up Ari, they big him up on the podcast this week, big up, so he'll get signed as a brand ambassador to Off-White, at a Virgil, Abla, brand.
What?
Same name, Abla, Virgil Abla,
a blow.
Abla. Brad. And for hear this now, like little bit after hearing that news, it did kind of unfortunate. I said, Jaja, look how that news I just found after we heard the good news about him. And I will go on, as much as people may have or may still seem as a cartel wannabe because of how him bleach him skin and carry himself certain way. I will go on, I think you forget little props in regards to trying to fly the flag for Gaza. You know, he's been trying. I'm a vice president of the record company right now, and he's been doing him thing all Wagwan without much recognition or praise, really. And you know, the deal what I'm signing, what they are, is for sure. So things been happening for the youth. And as myself, you hear this after hearing all of them good news, they just kind of put a damper upon it still. But I hope, you see me, as Ari wrongly say, police get to the base of these things, you know what I mean, and try to,
The bottom
you know,
of it.
put a kibosh on whatever criminal activities that may go on around him, or may I try impede him life right now, you know what I mean?
All right, let's move on. So, Jahvillani's album Dirt to Bentley dropped recently and sold 33 copies in pure album sales in the first week in the United States. Total consumption from pure album sales plus stream equivalent albums was 225 units. This included 218 audio streams and 76,196 video streams in the US, according to MRC. In a release, VP Records noted that Jahvillani's album debuted at number 14 on the US current reggae albums chart, and the lead single from the album, Progress, was ranked at number 1 on the Jamaica trending chart on YouTube when released. Thoughts? Naro.
Shout out to VP Records, but them could have did all that release they them put out. Them could have just made that stay a while going. I hate to be this person where
These numbers.
it seemed like we're big up, cause we praise the album really.
Yeah.
And I hate to seem like, you know, we're praising them, tear him down in the same breath. But there's no going around it, so them numbers, yeah, they're not good, they're abysmal. It's like it don't really make no sense report them numbers anymore. But we're in an age where people are interested in these things, and you know, just have to just put the information out there. I've said it. I said it when we did a review the album, that I don't really think that he's a needle mover like that. I know him have a fervent fan base, but whenever there's conversation around him, it's usually about his private life and the fact that him and Dog Pa Eskimo brothers. For people who don't know that. But yeah.
Weird.
I don't think there's much to say about this, because I just don't think him is a needle mover like that.
But
This
then
is further evidence to that.
but then I'm saying, like, that's what I don't like when them try to compare like dancehall. No, especially this new crop of dancehall, obviously not selling as they should. Right? And you know, it's so hard to compare them to people of yesteryear, and even what's happening overseas. Like dancehall is such a niche market, it seems like, and I'm basing this off of somebody like Charlemagne. Him into music, him into hip hop, him into the black space, and you know, him like dancehall music but in pockets and in a small niche. That's what I'm saying in recent interview with Spice and Shaggy. So it's like, in my mind, I'm just thinking like Charlemagne is almost like a what you call it, a representation of probably the wider black audience, and Jamaicans don't buy records. We've made that very clear. So obviously he was trying to turn to an international market. I don't know what the promotion was like overseas. I don't know if he was able to promote it in a way that would get people to want to buy. But you know, to me, again, I just think that we just need to have, like, stop put out these numbers, especially if it's not so great, really and truly, because it kind of just show. I think it don't do nothing much for the culture, and it don't do much for the artists. I'm sure, like, them probably feel like trash. You know, I'm assuming, in my mind, I would. So, just to just acknowledge the fact that it was a good project overall. Maybe your label and maybe your other team as your personal team can look into probably proper marketing and promoting of the album. But I've said it, like, the only person that I think I would probably care album sales for is people like Shensia, people like Spice now, and people like Coffee. And probably Protege, because they have a bigger marketing machine behind them. Them signed to Protege and his team, signed to RCA Records. Shensia have an international manager. Jada signed to Interscope Records. So these, and of course Coffee, she's a Grammy nominated artist. So of course I'm looking at these people numbers. Everybody else, just do a good project. That's it. The numbers is only going to make you feel bad, because again, music now sellers at one point. It's not, and more so dancehall.
But then it's hard not to look at the numbers, because I'm sure they don't have good numbers, and I'm sure it
but they're not,
adds
so
to
then they need to
their
out.
pockets and the pockets of their labels,
right?
And them team in general.
But they need
so
to
you have
figure out
to
what
wonder,
the
like,
issue.
the other numbers, are they being forged?
Which
Like
other
the YouTube numbers.
them streaming or
and
whatever.
some of them streaming
No,
numbers.
for the most part, I don't think most of them streamings are being fudged, because people can listen to a video often,
Yeah, but we know on YouTube people can buy views.
True.
So,
True. You're not wrong when you're right.
But it's easier for stream it now than for say, oh, you go buy.
It is.
Yeah.
So even when it comes on to the unit sales, then, like, with all things considered, we not like buy album. We accessibility to the
Streaming
DSLs
platforms,
is limited. It's growing, but it's still limited. With all them things they considered, the numbers them still poor. Go on.
It is, but then
Especially when you
the
consider their fan bases and them following on social media.
but then you have to think about it of me. Just look at it as a sense, say them follow them to support them that way. They will go to the shows, but them not really. Again, we're not a album buying country. We not value albums. We not value. We don't value it that way. We just think that our support goes to going to the show, cussing people for people on social media, and that's it. So again, I don't think we should care about the numbers, especially for a section of the dancehall community, dancehall reggae community. The greats, the legends,
Think
yes.
Popcorn in there too. In your list.
For what?
For people we're looking at the numbers for.
Well, true,
We should be looking at
because
his numbers.
because he have the Drake push behind him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
boy.
The Drake push behind it. Yeah, boss a reverb with that with Javi.
Why?
yeah. But yeah, so I just
good.
it must be demoralizing for somebody like Jahvillani. It's his debut album. I'm sure he was expecting good things, maybe not this, but it's just
I'm sure he'll have
unfair.
other comforts around him to say, none of that shit matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It matters, but it not matter.
All them girls they were in there with Pan Daydream. Not them saying they in there with I know.
It matter, but it not matter. Cause again, he's although I go on to the music world, he's a young artist.
Yes.
So, give him some time.
Again, this is not a necessary reflection of the quality of them. 'Cause we
Right.
like it.
It's not
Yeah,
a bad
but,
album. So yeah.
It's just a deeper conversation we had about, marketing the culture and
Yeah.
sales.
I'm
in the
buying culture.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. And lastly, as per the Gleaner, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has indicated that there could be a further tightening of the COVID containment measures as the number of infections and deaths continue to rise. In June, there was an average of 52 COVID cases per day. However, so far in July, there have been 62 cases per day. What is driving the spread is indiscipline, complacency, and a lack of diligence in observing the protocols, said Holness. He said come this weekend, the COVID subcommittee of the cabinet will meet to review the data and decide whether to impose new COVID containment measures ahead of the August 11 expiration of the current ones. If the cabinet decides to adjust the protocols, an announcement will be made at a press conference on Tuesday. Holness said Jamaicans must decide if they want to go about business in a cautious way and keep the economy open, happen or whether they want a path of indiscipline that would trigger tighter measures. How do we feel about this, guys? How do we feel?
Trust me. It's like, I don't like a tease. I don't like a dick tease either. Like, like, oh, I'm gonna give you the dick and then
Just a tip.
like I hate that just a tip, nigga. Like, don't know. If I want it, I want it. And I feel like this is probably the worst analogy.
Where we go with this, Ari?
The worst analogy. But it just feels like a tease. I mean, it's that you just shut it down altogether. Like don't open it up. Then for shut it down. It just feels confusing. And then you're gonna say this now when today's his birthday. Well, Tuesday. Yesterday was his Thursday. Thursday was his birthday. And it's just like, really? And you kind of put it out on your birthday, but I'm anniversary, my wife's birthday gone too, and my birthday. So anything, I'm done.
We saw this coming.
You have to say, somebody say to me,
did.
somebody say it to me, and I'm like, shut up, that's not gonna happen. And then for him to say this now, and for this news to come out, you have to say, Jesus, can we not? But the thing is, I understand the frustration, and more so, I get the frustration on both sides. I get the frustration on the health sector, because as soon as he made the announcement, the doctors went on strike because they are overburdened and they're overwhelmed by the rising cases, and again the new strain that is coming out that look like not even the vaccinated people have defenses against this new strain. So it's just like you have to try, and then the people them too who've been following the rules like myself, or who've not but just want out and about and free up, it's like, I'm ready, let me go. But you don't want to get sick. So it's just a frustrating time for everybody all around. People want to have them promoters who they haven't earned for a year. Them a complain, them a cuss. People who have to deal with the sick, the doctor, them a cuss. All I know is me not want me to lead that, because again, I would make on the dead. I knew she was gonna say it. And at this point, I think that's what I just need to do. Just need to say, listen, go on what I'm doing, I'm not care no more. But then everybody be like, you're the worst prime minister ever. You're like, I don't care.
I can say that, but I can't say come see, come saw. I can't say fian.
So what? What was wrong?
Yeah, make them die and all the things. Yeah. Yo, that's why I'm never there. Try to get used to.
I was saying everybody should die, not a specific subject.
All right. As if that makes that even better.
Yes,
just
fair game.
Everybody.
Fair game, everybody. I'm not discriminating against anyone. Everyone should die.
Right. Anyways, that's why I mean, never there. I try to get used to this new freeness, and whenever they have to go outside and get them outside like that, you know what I mean? Because I figured that this would happen. Me get used to the freeness, and then it gets snatched away from me, and me I go feel bad.
More frustration.
You know what I mean? You are saying, like being dick teased, don't clit tease me. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't make me feel the heat and the warmth. And then get to me. Nah, nobody with that. You know what I mean? And it's not lost on me. As you mentioned, Ari say anniversary and his birthday was this month, and people did see that play there.
And somebody said to them, just like, shut up, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. We have to pray.
Shut up.
Because it's there. It's something to be prayed.
And
we can't just put that out of our mind. Because we see the picture of them and the bossy picture and the bossy capture and all them things.
Nice,
you know what I mean? And then you be the priest, so you free up the month for that and those activities, and then you lock back the shit down. I'm a priest, like, you didn't know that there was going to be a spike? Like, you didn't figure, say, spikes are going to happen?
But in fairness,
you're not a priest, say, them just that thing, say, them not give a fuck no more.
People in our ears, people are beg, people are clamor for it. Clamor for the
you know what I'm wondering now, Ari? If it's because then she said the PNP is in tatters, so we can go back to being the unpopular prime minister, to being everybody the one where people hate, because them they in a tatters. I know, like said them are gonna replace me because them didn't have a part, and them I say, oh no, you know what I mean? Everybody will resign over, so didn't even a party no more. So I just lap back this shit down. And they can't say nothing to me. I feel one night for that at the pre right now. The man just don't give a no more about how it's
Doesn't.
perceived.
Good.
You know what
But
I mean?
then it's just a hard time he's in because again, people are cussed, but we want free up. People said this not right. Only certain people get for free, which is the hotel and the whole Mocha Fest debacle. So I said, well, all right, we could try getting a little sum or something. And then again, it's just like last year, we haven't learned the lessons from last year because this is the last year happening over. And I'm just like, at this point, just them need to make more vaccines available because I'm at the point now I'm ready to take the vaccine, but I want
really?
the Pfizer Moderna shit. I don't want that
I'm not
AstraZeneca
saying
shit.
if me I take the vaccine, I want them may have to
I
take
don't
it.
want the AstraZeneca shit. So Biden, you need to talk to
Me not take
Biden.
no joke from Johnson and Johnson.
We want that top tier.
What?
I
the
get
top
no
tier.
joke from nobody named Johnson.
Yeah, because I'm ready to take the vaccine. I was just hoping that I wouldn't have to take the AstraZeneca. But I mean, I just need some peace of mind right now, and I need some sort of normalcy.
We're tired.
That's it.
And it's not lost on me as well. So the blame is already being pointed in the entertainment sector. When you see the reports on this, when you see the newspaper, when you see the online articles, what imagery do you see them using? Parties.
But-
So it's like them are subliminal tell say, yo, because of them.
Well, parties are where group of people gather.
I'm aware, but it's not only that been free up for the past month. Everything has been free. The
People
church,
them,
the work, them, everything has been free up.
Well,
but I see that the narrative,
in
but if the
fairness
narrative
to-
is already being spun, say, yo, oh no.
In fairness to public
I do
sector,
this.
because I work in the public sector, they still have the work from home order. So you're not it's not where everybody's back in full effect. If you can work from home, work from
Yeah, I'm
home.
sure that's the case for some businesses,
some,
but
yeah.
but for the
Well, the
most
public
part,
sector is
I
a
believe there was an
mandate for the
edict.
public sector.
Yes, that
And
believe
the
there was an
private
edict.
and
Say, yo,
these-
if them can fall back to work 5 days a week, then fall back at work. Wasn't that the edict?
No. The edict is if you can work from home, continue to work from home. We're suggesting the private sector for those who can work. Because him can't mandate, but he mandate the public
Yeah.
sector. It was up to August 10, we are supposed to work from home. And him said that public sector, please, if you can encourage your people to work from home, please do
Anyways,
so.
the
Well,
point
the
still
private
remains.
sector them been a send workers every day.
The point still remains. So, yo, it's not the only place that has been opened. I know the only sector or area of society that has been bust open for the past month. So, to for the narrative to be spun, say yo, the entertainment sector, the bag of party, them and them thing, which could have been a factor, but it's like if you can see say the sole blame will be pointed at that. It's like you don't need to see the play for a long time. See play for a long time.
See, we're giving the freeness and look.
And I see what go on now. It's like, well, me and my birthday party, so me alright.
Just know, say, as at August 1st, 2021,
Emancipation Day, nothing.
it's going to be a lockdown. Island-wide lockdown. Until next year.
It does well, yeah,
Alright,
man. But,
We saw it coming, Andrew. We saw it coming.
yeah, we did.
You ain't slick.
Oh, so we're done?
Yeah, man.
So that's it for Quik Fix, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment
Right, that's so.
down below. Yeah,
Right, that's so.
yeah.
Good.
Just do that.